The first sun of the new year rose gently over a cocoa village, painting the red earth in gold. Roosters crowed proudly, and the harmattan breeze carried the smell of firewood and fresh leaves. It was the day everyone had been waiting for, the day village families gathered to share meals as one people. Before the sun climbed high, women swept their compounds clean with palm brooms, drawing neat lines on the ground as a sign that the old year's troubles had been swept away. Clay pots were washed. Mortars were brought out. And the steady thud-thud of pestles pounding fufu echoed from house to house like a familiar drumbeat. In every home, fires were lit. Some families cooked banku and okra stew, others stirred light soup rich with garden vegetables. Goats bleated in the distance, and children ran about carrying firewood, laughing as their feet kicked up dust. No one cooked alone. Neighbors moved freely from compound to compound, tasting, advising, and adding a pinch of salt here or a handful of pepper there. This wasn't just about preparing food, it was about weaving the community together, one ingredient at a time. The air thickened with the beautiful aroma of spices, grilled fish, and simmering sauces, a scent that promised joy and celebration. At the center of the village stood the old silk cotton tree, wide and tall like a watchful elder. Beneath it, mats were spread and wooden stools arranged in a circle. One by one, families arrived, carrying pots balanced skillfully on their heads, calabashes filled with cool water, and baskets of roasted yam and groundnuts. The scene was a vibrant tapestry of color, sound, and anticipation. When everyone had gathered, the oldest man in the village, Grandfather Kofi, stood up slowly, leaning on his walking stick. He lifted his hands to the sky and spoke in a voice that was both soft and strong, a voice that had seen many New Years. "May the first pot we share bring peace to our homes," he began. "May no child sleep hungry this year. May our farms yield plenty, and may our hearts remain one." A powerful amen rose from the villagers, their voices merging together as one. Then the sharing began. There was no asking whose food was better or whose pot was bigger. A ladle simply moved from pot to bowl, from bowl to hand, filling each one without distinction. Children ate beside elders, strangers ate beside friends, and laughter flowed as freely as the soup. It was a beautiful picture of unity, where every person was family. Stories of the old year were told of weddings and births, of struggles overcome and lessons learned, while plans for the new year were whispered with hope and bright eyes. Little Amma, sitting snugly between two grandmothers, looked around with wide, curious eyes. She took in the scene of pure contentment and asked, "Is this how the new year always begins?" One grandmother smiled warmly, wiping her hands on her vibrant cloth. "Yes, my child," she answered, "we begin the year by remembering that food tastes sweeter when shared." As the sun began to set, casting long shadows and painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, soft drumbeats started to sound. Some villagers rose to their feet, their bodies moving to the rhythm. The ground seemed to pulse beneath them, as if the earth itself was happy and celebrating alongside its people. When the last pot was finally empty, no one felt poor. In fact, everyone felt incredibly rich, full of delicious food, full of infectious laughter, and most importantly, full of belonging. And so, in a cocoa village, the first day of the new year always began the same way, with one village, many families, and a single shared meal. It was their beautiful tradition, a powerful reminder that together, united as one, they could face whatever the coming year would bring. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of culture and community. See you in the next one.